Are you worth respecting? Hey guys, listen, it's Dami here from Clientele Boosters, and today I'm going to be discussing what it is like to manage nearly over 100 people across 3 businesses at the age of 24. Okay guys, so look, this one I'm just going to talk really quickly about what it's like to be a leader in a variety of domains. My main businesses being Clientele Boosters with its subdivision Restaurant Revolution and other subdivisions I'm not going to disclose publicly. Then we got Corsar Central, obviously The Button as well, the Australian version of the two, and of course Culture Club as well, Australia, which is an event in Melbourne, Australia. So across the 3, I guess, head companies, there's over 100 people that I manage. And one of the cruxes that I've been able to find that went from me managing 2 people or 0 to 2 people at the age of, let's just say, even like 21. So a lot of this is new, right? So I'm still learning. But yeah, to go from 0 to, let's just say, 5 people to now over 100 people, you know, where 20% of them have like a monthly payroll. You know what I mean? Whether they're a contractor or they're an employee, 20% of them. So at least 20 people I'm paying every single month, right? Now, one of the key tenets is you have to be someone worth respecting, right? So for example, let's just say I wanted to look for a salesperson for my marketing agency. I can't show them, hey, listen, I've closed X amount in sales over the last 5 years. I've been at the entry-level corporate position. I've climbed up the ladder. I've been fired. I've been fired multiple times, and then I climbed up again, and then I became a business development manager. And then that BDM role, I kept it. I quit. I wanted to do this and that, and build that. And then I wanted to, end up working as a head of sales and client success for a massive tech startup that competes with, some of the biggest people in certain tech and property industries, right? Like if I had that story, and I'm now looking for a salesperson, well, they can be like, look, I trust Dami. He's someone worth respecting. He's someone that I'm that I'm happy to be led by.
Hey guys, listen, if you're enjoying the content, then I'd really appreciate if you could share this with a friend and get the word out there. I put a lot of work into these videos, and it would mean a lot to me and the CB team. So yep, share it around with your friends, guys. Thank you, much love. Back to the video.
Because he understands my experience. Now flip that. Let's just say I have 0 sales experience. I've closed 0 clients for my agency before. I've had all of my clients just from like extremely good word of mouth. So you can argue that that's sales, and it is. But let's just say like I have 5 clients and it's all from word of mouth. And I hire a salesperson, right? To now like, and I'm like, this is the quota. You gotta hit like 100 grand per 3 months in like, recurring annual billing. And then they miss the mark 1 week. I can't even have the deductive logical conversation to be like, okay, this is where you are. This is where we want to get you. How can we bridge this gap? Here's what you can use. Here's how you can soften the close. Here's how you can ensure that, that the expectations are managed correctly. Here's how you can make sure they're using the right declarative tonality, the DJFM voice. Here's how you can have the correct tone to make it sound like you're asking a question. You know what I mean? Like you can't even speak with that conviction. Here's how you set an appointment. Here's how you dress. Here's how you speak. Here's how you slow it down. So certain words can be received more than other words. Like how can I expect them to achieve certain quotas if I can't, if I haven't walked a mile in their shoes before? Now, one might argue that, especially after you reach over 15 people, of course, you're not going to understand every role to a certain depth. I understand that. But you should know the role enough to be able to learn from the person that you're hiring, right? Like in the interview, I forgot who it was, I'm not sure if it was Alex or Mosey, but it's like, when you're interviewing people, you want to be able to like learn something from the conversation with them. Otherwise, they're probably not worth hiring. You see, that's a leadership and that's a hiring thing that you can also you can only learn truly from like managing a large amount of people and making so many mistakes. We hired an operations manager last year. She was incredible. She was in her early 40s, and she actually left us a great review on LinkedIn. And it took me multiple operations managers to go through to find her. You get what I'm saying? So one of the key tenets, guys, especially once you manage so many people, is you have to be a leader that's worth, respecting. If I'm telling someone to come to the office sometime, then I better be the one that's earlier. If I'm the one that says, guys, we need to post 50 times a day, then I should be thinking of the strategy and how I can get them there. How can I make your job easier? That's one of the questions I'm always asking my team, nearly every team meeting that we have. Hey guys, great work. We go through the KPIs. We go through how the client's going. You go A, B, C, D, A, F, G. Okay, great. At the end of it all, guys, how can I make your job easier? Right? So guys, those are one of the things that you want to keep in mind, especially as you build big teams. I have no doubt that by the end of this year, I'll be managing over 200 people. And at this rate, we'll definitely be probably into the multiple 7 figures. That's again, just the result of making sure that as our team grows, my leadership and my quality of character is also increasing as well. So that's some food for thought, guys, right? So you gotta ask yourself, are you worth respecting? And if the answer is no, then you've got some work to do, and that's a good thing. What an opportunity it is to be able to do the work because you know that you are able to do the work. And that once you do the work, you are able to bridge that gap to then have, better people, better quality, a better organization around you. You know what I'm saying? So it's actually a gift to identify that gap because there's always levels to leadership. It never stops. And I'm literally level 1, level 2 right now. But I'm grateful to even be playing the game. Right? So anyway, on that note, you guys have an amazing day. Much love, and make sure you're worth respecting. All right, see you guys. Bye-bye.
Hey guys, listen, it's Dami here from Clientele Boosters. And look, if you want to learn about how you can grow your business sustainably using our concept of mega communities and how we build one for you and your business and how you can use it to have a sustainable pipeline of buyers, customers, clients sustainably with this strategy, then just click the link below. There's going to be a link in the bio, link in the description. It's going to show you guys exactly how you can do it and how you can talk to one of our team members and why they're going to break it down for you and your business. Till then, you guys enjoy. Much love. Best luck. Bye-bye.